we're counting down our top 6 Walt Disney World Resort gingerbread displays for the holidays.
Let's rain.
Hello everyone, I'm Jay,
And I'm Sam.
and you are watching the Theme Park Foodies, and we are here at the Walt Disney World Resort. It's our favorite time of year here. I think we say that like every holiday video.
We'll just keep reiterating.
But during this time of year, they actually have these different gingerbread displays that they have throughout the resorts. There are about 6 of them. There's actually a new entry this year. It used to just be 5 over at the Yacht Club. So we decided, since we've seen all of them, since we've tasted some of the treats that you can have at them, we were going to count down in order our favorites from 6 to 1. That doesn't mean that we don't like number 6. We do actually like all of them, and I think they're all very impressive, right, Sam?
They are, and there's gingerbread houses, there's animals, there's a moving carousel, there's a lighthouse.
So each of these little gingerbread displays are themed like the resorts that they reside in. So they complement the resort, they complement the atmosphere of the resort and the holiday offerings at the resort. At some of them, you can actually buy little like gingerbread or holiday baked goods. I'm really excited to be able to see the different ones again. We've had pretty much, I think last year we pretty much went to all of them, right?
Yeah.
So these are our like top 6 in order of like number 1 we feel like is the one you gotta go to if you're here. Number 6 is like good, but we just feel like it's not as impressive as maybe number 1 or 2 or 3, you know?
Yeah, and we'll give you information about how they're made, how long they'll be up for, because for some reason they all have like different end dates,
Yes.
which I noticed.
And there's also different times where you can actually buy the treats that are at them.
Yeah.
So are you ready?
You ready?
If you enjoy the content, please like and subscribe. Join us for our top 6 gingerbread display food crawl here at the Walt Disney World Resort. Coming in at number 6 is going to be the Boardwalk Resort's gingerbread display. This is easily accessed via Epcot. You actually walk right outside of the World Showcase entrance to Epcot, make a left, and you will be at the boardwalk themed like a turn of the 20th century Atlantic City style boardwalk. The gingerbread display is actually themed like the Boardwalk Deli that you could find on the boardwalk.
I just had a grilled cheese from. It's one of my favorite grilled cheeses. Side note. And this, I think last year was the debut of this one.
Yes. So this one was new to last year. It's very impressive this year. Even though it gets our number 6 slot, doesn't mean it's any less impressive. The very top actually has a working clock. You can find the Fab 5 in there. It has an open kitchen to the left. You can see Mickey and Minnie kind of working in, which is cool because they actually have an open kitchen at the Boardwalk Deli.
Yes, and you can see this display until December 27th.
Now for this gingerbread display, the offerings are only available from 2 p.m. until 8 p.m. The gingerbread shingle, I believe, is new to this year. Last year when we came here, we actually have a video on it, they had a giant Mickey gingerbread cookie, which they don't have this year. It's a little before 2 right now, but you guys won't have to wait because it'll be the clip after this one. All right, Boardwalk Resort gingerbread caramel corn cookie, new for this year, exclusive to here. So they're at the Yacht and Beach. You can get some of the same stuff, but here they have their own exclusive eats. I'm actually drooling because this is so good. I'm sorry I didn't mean to spit at the camera. They had a giant gingerbread cookie last year, a Mickey one, that we really liked. Unfortunately, they don't have it this year. They brought the shingles over here that usually get the Grand Floridian gingerbread display. Those usually taste more like gingerbread than ginger cookies, so I am interested in how those might taste. They also have over here a vegan shingle, which kind of looks like the gluten-free shingle to me. I'm wondering how those are, but we can only eat one thing at each one. And this one is exclusive to here, so I feel like I had to try this one out.
Yes, and I like the popcorn, little nod to the boardwalk.
Boardwalk, yes, boardwalk caramel corn. All right, let's start with an ear.
How does caramel corn pair with gingerbread and fondant? I feel like that's a lot going on.
Fondant isn't good.
Yeah, fondant's never good. Fondant looks good, never tastes good.
That's pure fondant. I thought it was going to be, oops, lost a little.
It'd be better if it was like a royal icing or chocolate.
And it's bread. This is gingerbread, not ginger cookie. You can see it's very like soft and moist. This is good gingerbread. This is like a good coffee cookie. Maybe we'll get something from Carousel Coffee. Also, over here, they have sipping chocolate. You can get it with spirits or without. So this probably might go well with that. I'm not digging the fondant though. And that's gingerbread with fondant. These are pretty good. The caramel corns, they're well prepared, but not impressed. I give it like a 5 because it looks very nice. You know, like it kind of meets the theme of the area. But as far as flavor-wise goes, it's really nothing special. I definitely recommend maybe getting something else or maybe going to Yacht and Beach, trying one of those things out, which we are going to next. All right, Sam had to stop into the ugliest coffee bar in all of Walt Disney World, Carousel Coffee. I said what I said, but the coffee there is very good, and so are the treats.
Yes, I got the cinnamon bun frozen. It's delicious, but like it's just a very sterile environment.
Yeah.
In such a beautiful, like colorful
resort
with such personality, so it just doesn't feel like that coffee shop fits in. But
number 5, actually, for our gingerbread displays, isn't too far from the boardwalk. All right, so our number 5 is actually the newest gingerbread display for the year. It is the Lighthouse over at the Yacht Club Resort. It's just a short little walk from the boardwalk, also accessible from the World Showcase exit/entrance over at Epcot. It is themed like the lighthouse that can be found where you pick your boat service up over to the parks, right?
I was going to say the pastry chef actually used the blueprints from that actual lighthouse.
Oh, wow.
To make the display.
Yeah, the reason, it's very impressive, it's very bombastic, it's huge. And what actually is coming back this year that they always have here is the model train set. So you can see little gumdrops, Santa Claus, hidden Mickeys in that train set. So it's nice that they have the two to complement each other.
Yeah.
The only reason this does not rank higher on our list is that it doesn't have any type of food or special beverage that you can get, right?
Not there. You actually have to go to Beach Club to access their treats.
Yes, but Beach Club has its own gingerbread display.
Yes.
So, which you guys will be seeing later in this video. This is actually going to be the last display that we're filming in order. You guys are going to see them all in order from 6 to 1, but for us, we're going to be seeing them randomly.
Logistically, yeah, we can't film them in order.
Yeah, so you'll be seeing that one a little bit later in the list. Since this has no food here, I figured I'd stop by the quick service, maybe take a look at what type of seasonal eats they have over here. All right, so it looks like they have peppermint bark, which they have in a lot of the places. They also have the gingerbread shingle, which I'm pretty sure that's the same thing you can get over at the boardwalk. But what's special for here is this lighthouse fudge. They also have Stalin bread. I feel like we ought to get the fudge, though, because it's shaped like a lighthouse, right?
That bread looking good, though.
All right, so this is at the Ale and Compass Market. It's a quick service here, so I guess kind of, Sam, the specialty food for the lighthouse is at the quick service.
Yes, which is not what they told us at the desk.
Yeah.
They told us we had to go to Beach
they
Club.
promoted the fudge on the website. So this is the Stalin bread. I was going to go with the fudge, but I feel like this is different, you know?
I think it's a German holiday treat. Interesting. And it's chocolate covered. And I think there's some alcohol in it.
So it's a bit dry, which I think you would expect with something covered in chocolate. It's a bread. Look at the interior right there. It's got like some fruit in it. It's very good.
I think traditionally it is like a German fruit cake that they slice up. So I think this is some sort of variation of that. You're supposed to slice it up, not just, shove it in whole.
It's sweet on the outside, but the interior isn't too sweet. The majority of the sweetness comes from the chocolate, which also gives it a little bit of bitterness. But then the interior with the fruit, it's a nice hint of sweetness. This is really cool, like really unique.
I've never heard of this before today.
Yeah, me too, which is why I felt like I had to buy it. Something so new. I really like it. I will give this an 8. Just because it's so different. It is dry. So if you don't like dry foods, but I feel like it's like
I'm surprised, Mr. I like everything wet.
Yeah, no, this isn't a real food. But the bitterness of the chocolate, the sweetness, the way it complements the bread in the center, and the light sweet. It's almost like if you ever have a chocolate-covered fruit, but the chocolate-covered fruit is inside bread. You know what I mean? It's good.
Let us know if you've ever had this before. I'm curious, or if you've ever heard of it.
Yeah, no, I'm sticking with my 8 for this. I think it's good and original. I like how it complements the theme of the resort. All right, so our number 4 gingerbread display takes us to the Contemporary Resort, sitting on the Seven Seas Lagoon, opening in 1971 with Magic Kingdom. This gingerbread resort pays homage to Cinderella Castle and the 100th anniversary of Walt Disney World. Behind Cinderella's castle is kind of the facade of It's a Small World.
Okay, so it's Mary Blair inspired, just like the murals that you find throughout the Contemporary Resort.
Yes, and there are 12 hidden Mickeys in here, one hidden 5-legged goat. That hidden 5-legged goat is actually hidden behind Mickey's right hand, right?
Yes.
A little spoiler there for you. And the story of the 5-legged goat is that it's meant to represent imperfections. You can actually see the Mary Blair mural that's right at the front We're in the center lobby of the Contemporary. It has a five-legged goat right as you walk outside the monorail. So if you're walking over there and you look to your left, if you're exiting the monorail, you'll see a five-legged goat on that mural.
And this display is up until January 6th.
Yeah, so it's out here the longest. The food here also looks a little bit different.
Yeah, I see some cupcakes.
Yeah, so I'm excited to taste some of this. Taste what this display has to offer. All right, so the first thing I see on here is a gingerbread latte cookie. They have a pistachio Linzer cookie. Oh yeah, we got to get this one. The peppermint bark, they have at all of them. They also have a five-legged goat sugar cookie. See how that looks? It's nice. Then they have the chocolate peppermint cookie. This might have the best food out of all of the displays we've gone to. Then they have the classic Christmas tree butter cookie. Winter chocolate twist. Look at this thing. An actual gingerbread loaf. Then they have the contemporary gingerbread brick. Now this is what helped build this. Apparently we're hearing guests are saying they have the best actual gingerbread here. All right, they have a hot chocolate caramel fudge bar, and then they have the gingerbread, actual just gingerbread cookie. Frozen hot chocolate, which I love, and then horchata, hot chocolate, and coffee. All right, so we went with the Linzer cookie, but honestly, I think out of all the gingerbread displays we visited so far, I think the food here probably looked like the most interesting and probably the best, right?
It does, and we met the pastry chef, and he was so nice. And all the cast members working there were just like so hyped. Like they were really like knowledgeable about their products and just seemed really happy to be there. So
yeah, I mean they have the peppermint cookie here. They have this Linzer cookie.
Pistachio Linzer though, it's the Linzer.
Oh wow, yeah, and it's like a unique flavor. They also gave us a because they couldn't sell it because it got a little messed up. They gave us a cupcake. It was the gingerbread latte cupcake. I don't know if we're gonna be trying that though because there's so much sugar so far. How good is that Linzer?
It's really good. The jam is very, very good. I think all Linzers should be pistachio Linzer. I think pistachio and the jelly just go really nicely together. And then there's a crunch from the sprinkles. And then you got chocolate ears and a mini bow. I really like this a lot. I'm gonna give this an 8.
We've given it a lot of 8s out, I feel like, so far. All right, so we're driving over to our next gingerbread house, but I just wanted to say, we always enjoy hearing from you guys. Let us know what your favorite gingerbread display was, and maybe some of the eats that you saw us have that maybe you would want to try. It really helps out like the algorithm, and we do really enjoy talking to you guys. All right, our number 3 gingerbread display takes us to Animal Kingdom Lodge Jumbo House, where each year they are now creating a gingerbread giraffe and is it gingerbread zebra or chocolate zebra?
I think it's a mix of gingerbread and like molding chocolate.
So it's like candy, gingerbread, all those mixed in together.
Deborah, the zebra, and Ginger F.
Oh, okay.
Ginger and Deborah.
Yes, so they're supposed to be life-sized recreations of animals on the savannah. So I guess they're kind of like baby animals they would have on the savannah. There's actually 2 hidden Mickeys. One we actually found right on the leg of Ginger Af, and they have like a sign that shows all of the different ingredients it took to make these molds. One of the reasons we enjoy them so much is because we think that Animal Kingdom Lodge is actually one of our favorite places for Christmas. I keep saying favorite, but it really is. It's just so much larger than life. The tree itself is so impressive, so large, so many different vantage points, or at least to see the tree in here.
We love animals.
Yeah.
We're animal people.
Yes, and there's a beautiful savannah right out in the back, and they also have some food over here that's unique to the resort. So, you want to try it out? Yeah, so it looks like they have a full bar here. Hot cocoa flight, all different wines, beers, and they have the Ginger Af cookie. All right, so no real food over here, just the Ginger Af cookie. In hindsight, I might actually knock our 4 up to 3, my contemporary at 3 rather than here, just because of the limited options. But you can get hot chocolate here.
And kind of like a little bar setup.
Yes, so they do have drinks here. The only other place I saw with like hot chocolate or sipping chocolate was the Boardwalk one, right, Sam?
They're all kind of blending together in my brain right now. No, I feel like the contemporary had drinks, didn't they? They had a frozen hot chocolate.
This is very good hot chocolate. It's incredibly creamy. hot, warm. That's good hot chocolate. You can also get it with alcohol. And this hot chocolate an 8. That's high quality. It's like Ghirardelli soda fountain level. They have very good hot chocolate too this time of the year. And here it is, the ginger half cookie. It actually on the back has a palm tree, and then it looks like it has some, I'm not sure if these are M&Ms or Skittles.
Yeah, I think it's M&Ms. So it's like a sugar cookie on the back and then a gingerbread cookie and M&Ms.
And a little wreath right in the center.
Definitely the most unique of the gingerbread cookies.
This is the only true gingerbread cookie we've had. You know? We said we were filming this out of order, so I'm giving away this. Really, there are some gingerbread cookies, but this is, I guess, is the most prominent one. I just want to try the actual gingerbread cookie part.
That's a butt. Ginger butt.
Very good. Very good. It's a little dry. It's not the best cookie in the world. Not the best thing we've had, but it's good. I will give this a 6. I like the theme. I like the little M&Ms on the side. I love that it has like a palm or 2 different cookies in one. Hot chocolate's the star here, though. That's a really good hot chocolate. And I think this coffee, as dry as it is, would go well.
You said coffee.
Oh.
Cookie. We're losing it.
Will go well with some hot chocolate. All right, so our number 2 gingerbread display takes us back to the Epcot area resorts. We're at the Beach Club. Technically Yacht and Beach, they consider them kind of one, but they have 2 different gingerbread displays, and it's themed like a moving carousel. It's definitely the most impressive out of this area, right?
Yes, this is its 22nd year, and this year it is inspired by DuckTales and World Showcase. So you see the different pavilions, you'll see the Epcot ball on top.
Yeah, and they also have a pop-up shop. Now the pop-up shop, I just realized the food there, Sam, the stuff we just saw at the quick service, or we saw earlier in the video at the quick service at the Yacht Club, they have the gingerbread fudge. Not gingerbread fudge.
The lighthouse fudge?
The lighthouse fudge. And they actually have the bread that we had earlier in the video. They also have the shingles, which we saw over at the boardwalk. So pretty much similar stuff. You can actually do a full kind of gingerbread resort crawl over here if you're going to Epcot, which is really nice. You just walk right out of the World Showcase kind of exit, and you could do boardwalk, yacht, and beach. It's really impressive with the way that it moves around. You can see the different shingles inside of it. You can see obviously that DuckTales theming, and it definitely boasts a very large crowd. Everyone's very impressed by it when you walk in. It's right at the center of the lobby.
It moves, so it had to be, higher up on the list.
It adds kinetic atmosphere to the environment, which is why it's so high on this list. Definitely the most impressive out of this area's gingerbread displays. As far as the food goes, they have gluten-free gingerbread cookies. Here's that Stalin bread. The lighthouse fudge, they have Rice Krispie treats, and then they have the shingles. They also have peppermint bark. I had this last year, it's pretty good. All right, lighthouse fudge. I'm also told that this gingerbread display is mostly open all day, so you could probably come here and get some more food if the other ones aren't open.
This feels like a chunk.
It's like a block.
Like a brick.
It's not just fudge though, it looks like it has a little cookie on top.
It's a cookie layer, and then it looks like it has some royal icing on top, but it's very hard. All right.
Take a bite.
Interesting. It's good. I like having the cookie layer to break up, the super sweet fudge. I think it helps. Pretty good.
What do you think is better, this or the bread that we had earlier over at Yacht? You got that bread over here.
This.
Really? Okay. The bread was dry.
I was an 8.
Wow. Yeah, so there's been some high numbers on this list so far. The gingerbread displays are definitely worth trying.
Visually, I was kind of like, I don't know. Pretty good.
All right, drum roll please. Our number 1 gingerbread display in all of Walt Disney World is...
the Grand Floridian.
Yes, I think you guys know. Everyone knows it. Everyone loves it. It boasts the longest lines for a reason.
It is mobbed.
It's the most impressive, and we're kind of regretting almost making this number 1. It has to be number 1 though, because it is the most impressive. Incredibly kinetic right at the front of it with those twinkling lights. So many Santa Clauses. This year it looks like it has a bit of almost a poinsettia or almost like a peppermint type of theme, because you can see the poinsettias are on the top. There's actually a hidden Santa Claus right towards the chimney at the top this year, and they have those beautiful gingerbread shingles that adorn the roof that you can actually buy one of while you're here. The shingles do taste more like gingerbread than gingerbread cookies, but they do have a gingerbread cookie here as well.
And this display is up until January 1st. I think this one kind of stays up the longest, probably because 500 hours of baking goes into his house, plus I think over 400 hours decorating.
Yeah.
So they keep it up a little longer.
It's incredibly impressive, and for those that don't know, the Grand Floridian Resort and Spa is basically Walt Disney World's flagship resort. It's located right on Seven Seas Lagoon. You can take the monorail from Magic Kingdom. There's also a walking path from Magic Kingdom. Yeah, it's definitely number one.
And their treats are kind of like built into the house itself. You'll see a little stand. It's cute, and there's live music.
Yeah, you can actually buy it, like they sit in the house, and you buy it and you take it from the house. I'll show you guys when we get up there. All right, ready for that long line?
No.
All right, so we've been online for about 15 minutes so far. We've made it up to the area where you can actually see the menu. You can see the favorites right up there at the top. Like here you get a shingle or a cookie. You have a bunch of different things you can get. They are open from 9 a.m. to 9:30 p.m. So definitely the longest hours out of the gingerbread displays. You can actually see everything that goes into building this gingerbread house on this gingerbread man next to the menu. As we're getting closer, we can see more of those Easter eggs. There's Pooh and Tigger. Then right on the door they walk in and out of, they have Rapunzel and Snow White. There's also 24 hidden Mickeys throughout this gingerbread house.
We found 17.
Oh, they found 17. We found one right over here on the door. Something else we just learned, the poinsettias are actually made of sugar. They're sugar poinsettias. You can see them walking in and out of the store right over here too. Looks like they have little gingerbread hearts. There's already one that fell off. All right, I think we're next. Hi, how are you? They have a display of all the items as you get up here towards the front. Lots of gingerbread goodies. All right, established in 1999, the Grand Floridian Gingerbread House definitely has the largest menu, and it's the most bombastic house. It also has...
You've been using that word a lot today, Jason.
This is Mr. Bombastic, this house. Mr. Fantastic. And this gingerbread shingle is very popular. We're not going to eat it this video. We've had it previously. So
chocolate on the back.
Yeah.
This I love with my coffee. The coffee just absorbs so well into the shingle. It's so good.
It's very dry. I would say flavor-wise without coffee is like a 6 maybe, right?
But with coffee, I would say 8.
Now we're also trying things we've never had before. Now this is the brownie tree, right, Sam?
Yes, she's falling off her stick.
Yeah, the stick hasn't been a very good helper. I feel like it's more just a brownie than brownie on a stick. How fudgy is that brownie?
Very fudgy. I think I need some milk. It's okay. It's comparable to like a Hostess brownie or, you know, one of those, you know, box brownies. That's all right. Over a 6.
Okay. Now this I've never had before. I'm not sure if it's new, but it's the ginger snap cookie. Look at that crystallized sugar on top.
That looks really good.
Ginger snap flavor. It looks like they also have the Stolen bread is how I think it's how it's actually called. We've been saying it wrong throughout the video. All right, let's try the cookie out.
I didn't know that bread was so popular. You know, that cookie looks legit.
Best thing I've had from here. Oh, wow. That's ginger. That's a real ginger flavor. Here, take a little bite, Sam.
Crunchy.
Crunchy and dry. But there's a spice in that ginger flavor.
Is it like a giant ginger snap?
What does it taste like?
Yeah.
There's bite in that. There's sweetness.
That packs a lot of flavor.
And there's real ginger in that. You can taste the spice of the ginger.
God.
Yeah. Good aftertaste too. I do need some water. It's a little dry. But for how pungent the ginger is, how different it is, I'm gonna give this an 8. This is the best thing I've had from this house. If you have some coffee, the shingle's good. It's also cool to be able to eat the house because you're eating the shingle. But overall, the ginger snap I think is the most unique snack I've had. You also have gift baskets here, so that's pretty cool. All right, so that is it for our time counting down our top 6 Walt Disney World holiday gingerbread displays. Now we did pick our top 6 before we started filming this. I'm sure you guys can tell by what's behind us. We actually, in real life, not in video world, finished at the Animal Kingdom Lodge in Jumbo House. I do want to say I think that I would switch Contemporary and Animal Kingdom, because Contemporary, that's kind of a newer one for this year, and they just had so many treats, you know?
Contemporary, I think, had the best assortment. I think Animal Kingdom Lodge is the most coziest, though.
Yeah, it's the coziest for sure.
It's the coziest, and there's fireplaces, and it's like very dark. The beautiful tree.
The great hot chocolate.
The hot chocolate was very good.
Yeah.
Grand Floridian is the most impressive, but it is
also the most chaotic, right?
It's just insane in there. It just, I honestly couldn't wait to get out of there. Like it was very
Super impressive.
Very hectic.
It feels the most Christmas. It's definitely number one. There's a reason it's chaotic. It's because it is the most impressive gingerbread display.
And I love that you actually like walk up to the actual house to buy the treats. Like I think that's really cool.
Yeah, super kinetic because of that too.
My least favorite is the lighthouse.
Yeah, well, it's new for this year. There's some work that needs to be done for sure.
It's so dark in there too. The Yacht Club is very dark. It's hard to take good pictures.
Yeah.
And they didn't have any treats like right near the lighthouse.
Yes, no treats. You have to walk over to the beach club if you want to try some of the treats. Or we found out you can actually head into the quick service over there and have some of the treats. I would mostly stick with our top 6 though. I think that I think it was a proper top 6. I think if you're in the Epcot area, it's really cool at this time of year you can experience Festival of the Holidays, which is actually going on today. Unfortunately, we have blackout days in our annual passes, so we couldn't slip in. Yeah, we couldn't slip in Festival of the Holidays today, but we figured why not do the gingerbread crawl? And if you're at Epcot,
yeah, it was nice. Today is Black Friday, day after Thanksgiving, so I think it was like a nice little thing for us to do.
Yeah.
I don't know if I recommend going to all 6 in one day and eating treats at all 6.
Well, I think the idea of us being able to show you guys all of them is that you could see for yourself which ones you think you'd be most impressed by, which ones you'd like to stop by with, and like what I was saying before, if you're at Epcot, you could see 3 in 1. So you could walk out, see the boardwalk, see the lighthouse, and see that very kinetic moving carousel. I think that is definitely deserving of that number 2 spot, especially with that cool DuckTales theme this year. They're all super impressive. We are all impressed by every single one of them and feel lucky to be able to see all these gingerbread displays as well. And we hope that maybe we were able to bring a bit of Disney Christmas to you or help you see which gingerbread display maybe you'd like to try.
Yes, I was going to say, usually we focus one at a time. We do different videos for each one, but we didn't really have time, so we put them all into one. And I hope it came out good. Let us know.
Let us know in the comments. Yeah. What are your favorites?
Instead of dragging it out into 6 videos, I think we condensed it into one.
And if you enjoy the content, please like and subscribe. Liking will really help our channel grow. It pushes this video out into the stratosphere of the YouTube algorithm. Helps other people find the video. Subscribing, it also helps our channel grow. Hit the bell notifications. That way you're notified every time that videos come out, which is when, Sam?
Every Monday and Thursday at 12 p.m.
Thanks so much for watching. Don't count the days.
Make the days count.
We will see you next time. That's all, folks. Never disappointed heading over to the Animal Kingdom Lodge. I also do find it funny that when you park in the parking lot, like you're in this like immersive African themed environment, and then all of a sudden there's just a Floridian Orlandan slingshot just in the middle of nowhere.
It's actually next to our Target, and we always laugh when we see it.
It's peppermint theme for the season, so if you want to go on a festive slingshot, Orlando's got you covered.